I appreciate that people have confessed to me that they're workaholics. So the question is, how do I deal with the fact that I'm a workaholic? First of all, let me say I don't think it's good to be a workaholic. I think people who are one-dimensional are not enjoyable or fun to follow. People should have a life. In my book, The Top 10 Leadership Commandments, in chapter 5, is entitled, Thou Shalt Have a Life. I love the story of Moses, who was a workaholic. He was so busy doing God's work that he sent his wife and 2 children away to live with the in-laws. His father-in-law was Jethro, and one day Jethro brought the family back to Moses, watched Moses work for a couple of days, and then he had a great thing to say to Moses. It took a lot of courage. He said, Moses, what you were doing is not good. You are frustrating these people, and you're only hurting yourself and neglecting your family. The cool thing about Moses, he listened to his father-in-law. He listened to the consultant. And the advice of his father-in-law was spread the load. How do you deal with workaholism? You got to remember you're not indispensable. You are not the only one that can do the work right. You have to learn to delegate, and you have to learn to spread the load. It's what I call the spread the load principle. Teams work better than individuals, and your task as a leader is to work through your leadership team. Here's what happens if you work through a leadership team. You're more likely to succeed because a group of people are more likely to succeed than one individual. Number 2, you are less likely to burn out. One of the biggest reasons for burnout is workaholism. You will avoid burnout. Number 3, you'll do better work because 5 or 10 people do better work than one person. Number 4, you ensure the long-term longevity of the work because if you drop out of the team, the work goes on. And I think that's important. Hey, always remember to take your leadership to the next level.
Go to hansfinzel.com to check out my Leadership Answer Man podcast and other great resources for taking your leadership to the next level.